Well, hello, everybody. Yes, it is I, Russell Mays, once again, having a good evening tonight. I hope you are too. I'm not sure how many vapors we have out there in this world, but one of the things is are you a vapor? If you are, I want to hear your story. If you're not, I want to hear your story. Besides all the rigmarole that's in the press nowadays about vaping, makes it sound like it's a notoriously bad thing. But in reality, it does more good than harm. And the problem is the good that it does, the politicians do not want to see it. Because if you're going to be comparing vaping to like smoking cigarettes, you know for a fact that cigarettes are going to do more harm than anything. Vaping, on the other hand, is a vapor. It's not a smoke, but it's also flavored so people can smell it, and the people that are vaping also can taste it. So the question is, are you a vapor? And the answer is, I don't know if you are a vapor or not. We've got a lot of things to talk about on the vaping, especially the HR 2339 bill that's sort of like sitting in Congress right now that passed, that probably won't be passing the Senate or the White House. I think it's going to be vetoed and it's going to be dead on arrival at the Senate also. Not so much as they want to, how do you want to say it? They want to not do it. They want to have the special wording in it, as they say. And what I mean by the special wording in this HR 2339 means that these people or politicians don't want you to vape. And they're finding every ways to do it. And I don't think it's up to them that is making this decision. I think it's the tobacco industry that is actually paying them off, because tobacco is huge money. The biggest lobbyist in our government today is the tobacco companies. And the tobacco companies make billions of dollars. And one of the things that's interesting about vaping is it helps you stop smoking. It gives you an alternative. So now what are they going to do? So they're sitting back and wondering, saying, okay, we can't have this out there. So just to let you know, Juul was one of the issues, or the people that caused a lot of this problems. And the reason why I say that, and that's my opinion, is because they got caught going into schools presenting their Juul product to the kids, which had like 50 milligrams of nicotine, trying to hook the kids on this stuff. So they got caught and they got fined, as a matter of fact. But lo and behold, people didn't realize that the tobacco companies purchased Juul. They were the ones doing it. And Juul did the exact same thing that they did with their cigarettes way back when. They overemphasized the nicotine, got the kids hooked on it, and now they have an audience. Well, now they can't not do it because they got caught, and now they're trying to say it's the kids' faults because the kids like the flavors. First off, kids are going to do what kids do. When I was a kid, they told me I couldn't drink. I drank. I went into bars, that kind of stuff, fake IDs. It's going to happen. You're not going to stop a kid from getting what they want. Talking to a lot of the vape shops, they also see the parents coming in and getting the vape shops to hand them out to the kids afterwards. And it's unbelievable. I cannot believe that our politicians are using this aspect of it. Hey, welcome aboard, Bob. And you found me, huh? So I'm sitting here reading over this HR 2339, one of the stupidest articles that have been written for politicians to vote on to save the world. We've got to save the children. Why in the world do they care about the children? They don't. Once this has been blown over or they get whatever they're after, you're not going to hear from them again. They'll move on to the next issue. It's just like the border wall, kids in cages. Well, when they found out it was another politician, Obama, that put the kids in cages, that went away. So now you don't hear anything about that anymore. You just have to be aware of what's going on with what the media presents to you, what your politicians are presenting to you, and you've got to dig your own information up and find out what was really happening. And the reason why I say that is, and the reason why I want to get to this HR 2339 and read a few of the things that it says here, they want you to believe one way, their way. And if they can convince you that their way is the correct way, then they're all happy and everything else. I mean, they're making money off of this hand over fist. They're being paid by the tobacco companies to push the close down of this, but at the same time, they're taxing the living daylights out of it and putting money pocket on both sides. So they're double dipping, if you will. So the question is, how do we get them to stop or to vote properly or to really look into it to find out, is it really bad or is it not? Personally, there's too many people out there that I know and talk to that vaping has actually helped them get off cigarettes. And that right there is a huge benefit. When you're doing your insurance forms for your life insurance, one of the questions they ask you, do you smoke? And if you say, yes, I smoke, your insurance rates are different and they're higher. But if you're vaping and you're off cigarettes, you can answer that question as I do not smoke. And your insurance rates will be less. And you won't be lying because you're telling the truth exactly what happened. So, getting over to the bill requirements. If you want to chime in, just go ahead and write a note on the board. If you want to give me a buzz, give me a buzz. I'll chit-chat at you and see what we have going on. But the bill requirements requires the Food and Drug Administration to implement regulations to require color graphics. Are you ready for this? Color graphics on the labeling of cigarette packages depicting the negative health consequences of smoking. This is HR 2339. Is to curb, well, actually it says the